What's going on, everybody? You are watching Vikings Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Patrick Seatman, here giving you guys my instant reaction to just an absolute heart attack of a game by the Minnesota Vikings. The most Vikings game of all time, where they look horrible for 3.5 quarters, but when plays needed to be made, this team stepped up offensively, defensively. They did their damn thing. And at the end of the day, even though it was hideous, I'm going to probably not enjoy going back and watching this game, but you are 3-2. This was a must-win game because if you dropped to 2-3, season was all but over. But you won this football game. You beat the Cleveland Browns. You somehow won, and the Vikings end up moving to 3-2 in just the most Vikings fashion of all time. But I do quickly want to say thank you guys. We crossed over not only 63,000 subs, but we also crossed over 64,000 subs. And it is all credit to you guys. So seriously, thank you so very much. I understand we ask you guys to subscribe a lot, but it really does help us. Like, this channel grows like wild, and it's because of you guys supporting the show. Like, we wouldn't be able to do what we do without you guys subscribing, liking, and I love just when you guys give your comments down below. So seriously, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best fans in the world. The support you guys have for me and this channel is just absolutely unbelievable. So we appreciate you. And if you guys aren't subscribed, change it. Hit that subscribe button. All right, let's talk about the man of the hour here. Carson Wentz. Unbelievable. This guy looked horrible for 3.5 quarters. Now, the stats would make you think that he played a perfect game. Like 25 of 34, 236 yards, had a touchdown, a pretty damn good quarterback rating of 102.1. I just felt like he was struggling a little bit this earlier in the game, and he kind of got happy feet. He was a little inaccurate at times, but who the hell cares? Like, when plays needed to be made, Carson Wentz made them. The throw to Jordan Addison for the touchdown was an absolute seed. That was placed perfectly over the top. It was honestly his first perfect spiral of the game. He just dropped it right over the bucket to Addison. It was a great throw, but I will say Wentz, I would love to go back and watch this all 22 here shortly, but I just felt like he was missing a lot of guys. But still, I respect his toughness. I respect his grit. He was getting beat up, and he just stood in the pocket. And he also had a left shoulder injury. He was wearing a brace on that left shoulder. Ended up coming through. And like I said, when plays needed to be made, he made them. So I will tip my cap to Carson Wentz. We can talk about the J.J. McCarthy-Wentz stuff when it is time. We still don't even know if J.J. is fully healthy. But as of right now, Carson Wentz did a hell of a job. Got this team to massive victories. Because the difference between 2-3 and 3-2 with the schedule after the bye is massive. But we got a victory today, so shout out to frickin' number 11 for doing his damn thing. Now, I will say offensively, running the football was a little hit or miss today. First off, the fumbles. Jordan Mason, Xavier Scott, can't happen. And that's also something I want to say here quickly. Then I'll talk about the run game. You think about everything the Vikings had working against them today. Christian Darrisaw on a snap count. He didn't play the fourth quarter. So the fourth quarter, you were without Darrisaw, you were without Brian O'Neill, Donovan Jackson, Ryan Kelly, Michael Juergens. You had 5 of your top 6 offensive linemen not in the game. So you had 4 backups all playing. You were without Van Ginkel. You were without Blake Cashman. Jordan Addison, this was just coming in from Kevin O'Connell. He says Jordan Addison missed a walkthrough this week, and Addison addressed the team about it. So not going to speculate too much on what happened, but he didn't play the first quarter. So you had that going on. Wentz got hurt, and you somehow got a win. Like, those are one of those wins that can just galvanize the locker room and be like, guys, we can go out there and win any game. Think about how many guys they should have coming back for week 7. You're going to get way healthier defensively. I mean, Cashman, we know how key he is for this defense, and we know how much of a key Van Ginkel is. Getting those 2 guys back will be massive, but still, everything they overcame. Just got to tip your cap to this team top to bottom. And also Kevin O'Connell, I thought he called a masterful game. I thought he really was. I mean, the freaking Cam Akers Wildcat touchdown to Josh Oliver. But I say all that to say this. I'm getting chills right now. The biggest reason why you won this game is because of that man right there. I mean, you guys can literally see it. I'm getting chills thinking about Justin Jefferson. This dude's just flat out unbelievable. He is perfect. He is a perfect NFL wide receiver. One, he's a perfect on the field. He can run every route. He can make every catch. He can be a deep threat. He can play in the slot. He can do everything. And then also off the field, supporting his team no matter what. He could have so much drama if he wanted to. He could have cryptic tweets. He could have cryptic messages in his press conferences. It never happens with him. And the game he put on display today was one of the better games by a wide receiver I have frankly ever seen. And maybe saying, well, he only had 7 catches, 123 yards. Can't be that great. I think this is up there with his Buffalo Bills game back from 2022 when he had 190, 2 touchdowns, and had the catch of the year. This is up there. I mean, 5 of these catches were 50-50 contested balls, just going up and mossing dudes, getting open. I mean, Wentz, his stat line looks pretty solid, but if you actually watch that game, Wentz was pretty off target when he was throwing the number 18. But I'll tell you what, if you're a quarterback and you want to look good, you want to look better than you are, you just toss this guy the pill. I also saw Kevin O'Connell schemed them up very nicely, but seriously, I just tip my cap. Justin Jefferson, you're a stud. You're an absolute dog. The dude he's just a beast. He's just the best in the world for a reason. Can we put this Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua garbage to bed? He is head and shoulders better than those guys. We're seeing what Jamar Chase is doing with a backup quarterback. You see what this guy does? Still puts up 120 every single week. He had 125 last week, 125 this week. He is the best in the game. And it doesn't even stop there. I think he's the best non-quarterback in football. Like, everybody talks about, the Vikings have the most QB-friendly system because of Kevin O'Connell. I agree with that to some sort, but I think the biggest reason why it's so QB-friendly is because of that guy and also this guy. Jordan Addison didn't play the first quarter. Apparently missed a walkthrough. Not going to get into it too much. I'll probably have a video coming out later today on it, but just tip my cap to number 3. Had to play the game. Missed the whole first quarter. Something was going on, and he ended up coming through when it mattered the most. He also had a huge completion on 3rd and 1. Vikings go play action. Addison just right in the flat, took on a massive hit, ended up having the big time play, but shout out to frickin' this guy right here, Jordan Addison. Chef's kiss today. You were amazing as well. Let me ask you guys this. Why did the Vikings win? Is it Kevin O'Connell? Is it Carson Wentz and the toughness he showed? Or you guys agree with me? I think it's because of number 18. This guy is generational. We're watching a top 5 receiver of all time. This guy's got the most receiving yards per game by 10 yards in NFL history. He has every record in the book, and it doesn't matter who's in at quarterback. It could be Wentz. It could be Brosmer. It could be JJ, Jaron Hall, Josh Dobbs, Kirk Cousins, Sam Darnold. It does not matter who's in at quarterback when you have number 18 out there. So why did the Vikings win? I'm going with Justin Jefferson. You guys let me know your thoughts below. Now, we'll talk about the defense here in a little bit, but quickly, got to tell you guys about today's presenting sponsor, and that is Prize Picks. Now, you and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So if you guys could, download the Prize Picks app today, plug in promo code CLNS, and we'll hook you guys up with $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Now, Prize Picks has a new feature called Stacks. I mean, you can pick up to the same player 3 times in the same lineup. And if you want more on Josh Allen's passing yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns tonight, you can put them all in the same lineup only on Prize Picks. You guys can also follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today, plug in that promo code CLNS, and we'll hook you guys up with $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Shout out to Prize Picks, though. It's good to be right. I also got to tip my cap to former Vikings offense coordinator Kevin Stefanski. I thought Dylan Gabriel wasn't that good today. Obviously, like his first career start against Brian Flores, tough defense. But Stefanski put him in a position to succeed today. A lot of quick game. I mean, had 19 completions for 33 attempts for 190 yards. It's pretty poor for Gabriel, but he was also missing a lot of wide open throws. But still, when they had him on time in rhythm, like he showed enough. He just kind of reminds me of a poor man's Tua, which a poor man's Tua is probably the 35th best quarterback in the world. But I don't know. I just still think the Vikings defense, you got to be a little better. But I will say, you really shut the door in that fourth quarter. You're getting ran all over you. I mean, Quinshon Judkins, he was absolutely fantastic today. This guy's going to be a guy in the league for a very long time. 23 carries, 110 yards, running for 4.8 yards per clip. This guy was awesome. And, the Vikings, like, you were getting gashed on the ground for 3 of those 4 quarters, but fourth quarter, you really shored it up. You're able to get home. You're able to stop the run. Jonathan Grenard, this guy, I mean, Grenard probably has 1, maybe 1.5 sacks on the year. This guy's playing unbelievable. Just causing holding penalties, putting pressure on, Gabriel today. Like, I mean, that stat sheet, like 4 tackles, 1 TFL, no sacks. Should have had that one. Pace ended up getting it. But this guy was just unbelievable. Got to tip your cap to 58. Also, Byron Murphy Jr., quietly having a unbelievable season. This guy is kind of just becoming a shutdown corner. He actually travels. I saw an interesting stat before the game. He travels the most out of any cornerback in the league with other teams' wide receiver ones, which is a great stat for number 7. He was amazing. Also, Isaiah Rodgers, he played a pretty good game as well. I mean, Browns pass catchers, it was just all dump offs to the tight ends, dump offs to the running backs, and they really, couldn't get anything going throwing the football, and that's credit to the secondary. Now, obviously, stopping the run for the Vikings, that's going to be huge, but I don't really view it as that big of a problem as other people, just because I think it is so key to have Van Ginkel and Cashman in that lineup. Like, those two are the defense. They are, the glue. Like, Grenard is the best player, but the 2 guys that really hold it together is the guy that wears the green dot and the guy who's the most versatile defender in the National Football League. So I will assume the run defense will get better. I thought Dallas Turner popped in a couple of spots today. He had that ridiculous TFL, tried to pull out the read option, which they weren't doing all game. So it looked like it was a setup play for Stefanski. But Turner stayed solid, broke his feet down, made a massive play. But, hey, Vikings are 3-2. Somehow. Like, everything you've had to overcome to start this season. 2 international games, 2 primetime games. Everybody got hurt. You were on the Carson Wentz. We had Carson Wentz and Xavier Scott in the game for a little bit. And you're 3-2 somehow. And that's a credit to your head coach. Enough with the KOC noise. It's a joke. It's a joke. Shout out to the Vikings. Love this team. Love watching them every week. And if you guys made it to the end of today's instant reaction, hit me with the SKOL down below in the comment section. See you guys next time. SKOL Vikes.